If you were born between January 1st, 1997 and December 31st, 2012, then you're part of Generation Z, or as we like to call it, Gen Z. According to social researchers, there are a total of 7 generations. The first is the greatest generation from 1901 to 1927, followed by the silent generation, baby boomers, Generation X, also known as millennials. After that, we have Gen Z and Generation Alpha. The earlier generations from 1901 to 1945 faced significant challenges. 2 world wars, fights for freedom, the civil rights movement, and extreme poverty. Despite these hardships, they laid the foundation for our generation, providing us with abundant resources. Gen Z, at an early age, got a taste of advanced technology and an easier lifestyle. In 2000, there were around 407 million internet users, but today, that number has skyrocketed to 5.35 billion. The generation born after 2000 holds the title for the highest global internet users. Out of these 5.35 billion, about 74% are Gen Z, and a whopping 97% of teenagers have dabbled in social media apps. However, the future for Gen Z seems uncertain. A survey mentioned that more than 9 in 10 Gen Z adults have experienced at least one physical or emotional symptom due to stress. The numbers don't lie. 29% face depression, 36% face anxiety, and 58% of people are uncertain about their life's purpose. Among many contributing factors, there's a major player that we use daily and can't seem to quit: social media. It uses enormous influence, with an average Gen Z user spending 4 to 6 hours on it daily. The recent surge in short-form content has only heightened this addiction, giving our brains quick dopamine hits every 15 seconds. It's hard to stop scrolling once you start. Our brains just aren't built for the overwhelming content and information. Nowadays, decision-making for us is trickier than ever. Our perception is shaped by what we consume and the circles we're part of. Podcasts while eating, Twitter feeds, and the constant barrage of short-form content, it all contribute to our generation becoming more extreme and less empathetic. The more content you consume on social media, the narrower your perspective becomes. But to truly grow, you need to look beyond those limitations. The algorithms of these apps trap us in a bubble, showing us content we already like or share, creating a skewed view of the world. This leads to toxic opinions, dividing people into groups that argue both online and in real life, affecting mental health. Studies have shown that these systems are biased towards false information, as viral content becomes conspiracies, overshadowing real news because, well, the truth is just not as exciting. For students spending 6 to 8 hours in school or college, the future might seem like a never-ending struggle. After graduating at 24, joining a 9-to-5 job feels like a lifetime commitment without a clear purpose. The internet bombards us with demotivating content, showcasing a lifestyle we dream of but can't afford. The internet has become a breeding ground for negativity, with messages proclaiming that dreaming big is positive, school is irrelevant, college is a scam, and a job is slavery. Ethical differences aside, some entrepreneurs capitalize on this negativity, selling courses and subscriptions, often at the expense of students' mental well-being. Growth is a slow process, whether it's personal development or acquiring new skills. Completing a course and seeing no practical results breeds hopelessness. Some have profited from this business model, leaving the youth anxious and disillusioned. Hookup culture and casual relationships have become the norm. Teens check each other's relationship history, and having more relationships is somehow a status symbol. A study on toxic relationships reveals that 40% of people pretend to be happy, especially for social media validation. The dating scene has shifted. Emotional connections are overshadowed by physical needs, with dating apps serving as convenient shortcuts. This constant cycle of breakups, patch-ups, and new relationships suppresses emotions, making settling down in the future a challenge. Our generation lacks the time for real-life interactions to find partners. Dating apps offer a quick fix, swipe right if you like, and left if you don't. This trend has normalized frequent breakups, impacting emotional well-being and making stable relationships harder to maintain. Past experiences reflected in our actions contribute to rising divorce rates, accompanied by a decline in spirituality and moral values. We've become overly sensitive, dissecting fictional characters in movies and series for months. Today's generation often experiments to fit into social circles or due to the fear of missing out, FOMO. Trying smoking or drinking might seem harmless, but it can reach a point of no return. The idea is just try it. You will like it. However, how do you know if something is good or bad until you try it? It only becomes bad when you get addicted. Unfortunately, dealing with depression, anxiety, and loneliness due to studies has pushed many into addiction. Depression, anxiety, and loneliness are rampant in our generation, leading to a surge in drug addiction. According to a UN report, around 100 million people worldwide are substance addicts, with drug addiction increasing by 70% in recent years. The age group of 20, especially in cities, is witnessing a significant rise in drug addiction cases. To navigate through these challenges, we need to understand our generation's mindset and openly discuss the problems we face. It's crucial to distance ourselves from negative influences, especially on social media and the internet. Let's be cautious, aware, and make choices that positively impact our lives. If you are curious about the bad impact of social media on our lives and want to know how to detox from addiction, you must have to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and share it with friends. Let's spread awareness together.